Our secondary supply temperature was warm. The point name is cooling 1. Then that follows. So what I'd do is I would go to view the item, and all of the view panels are locked. So what that's saying is, because we're in edit mode in our LCT program, it locked the panel. So I have to cancel out of the edit mode. Then I go into my view items, and it's going to bring up my point and tell me where it's located. So it's under NAE 1, DX134, cooling 1, CHW BP 5-T. So now what we'd want to do is find that point, go down into DX134, CHWP 5, Do we see it somewhere? Alarms on it.
Yeah.
So it looks like there's alarms linked to all of these temperatures, and there's alarms linked to all of these temperatures. So what I would do is this. I scroll up to my LCT process for my alarm strobe enable. I'm going to go into edit mode. I'm going to go back down to the points with the alarms, which was these 6 it looked like. I'll go to the attributes tab. I will pull in these 6 points. Okay. And now what I have to do is I have to actually link it to the alarm extension. So what I would do is I go into this tab. I go down and find my points once again by scrolling down under my DX134. Where are my points? You gotta find all those points again. Oh, that's 145, that's why. Okay. They're right here. Here's the point. So I go to the first one, I select my alarm extension, I say OK. I can rename this if I want. So I could say like high temp, I could rename it high temp, or CHW DP1 high temp. I'll copy that, I'll say OK. So now I gotta do the same thing, but go to CHWB2. So gotta find that again, that's this guy. Pick my alarm again. I'm going to change my label. I'm going to call this one 2. Do the same thing with 3. How many more do I have left? 6 as well. So 6. Say okay. Now if I want any other high temp alarms, I don't know where the main chilled water supply temp, I'm assuming, is 1, right?
Yep.
So I'll pull over my main chilled water supply temp. I'm going to go ahead and do the same exact thing. Go to my alarm extension on that point. It's a little higher up, main chilled water supply temp. Here it is. Alarm. So we do Control V. CHWS-T. So now I've got all of those, and I could add more to this if I wanted to. But I go to Boolean. I would pull out an OR block. I put my OR block to the number of points I need to connect to it. I start connecting them. Okay. Then what I have to do is I have to connect the output of that OR block to the input of the OR block that goes to the mux. So I increase the number of inputs. So what I did is double click the number of inputs for this OR. I changed it from 5 to 6, so I freed up an open input, and I go from the output of this to the input of that. So now if any of these alarms, this or this or this or this, any of these alarms I have connected go into here, if any of those go true, it sends an on to my critical alarm light. So if I save this now,